And I think it gets back to what I was saying before. It's a very resilient industry. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be peaks and troughs. So again, we went through a very, very unusual period the last 5 years. I'll describe it as unprecedented. So we went from 2020, where obviously everything was completely locked down. People couldn't leave their house, right? The global supply chain across every industry froze up. People couldn't do business. They couldn't travel for business. And then, towards the back end of 2020, the government started to unleash, record amounts of consumer stimulus to try to get the economy going. And people bought a lot of hard luxury. They bought diamonds, they bought jewelry. And we went from, again, basically an industry that was completely stopped and frozen in 2020 to record demand for diamonds and jewelry in 2021 and 2022. So, just kind of neck-breaking volatility in the industry. So I would say the last 2 years, we have been going through a hangover. We were kind of on the other side of that. People bought a lot of diamonds and jewelry, and travel restrictions opened back up so people could travel. They could go do experiential things, and I think that was very clearly represented if you look at just global diamond jewelry sales, especially in the U.S. And I think now we're kind of through that couple years of trough, and I think now we're kind of going to get back to a more normal pace of growth.
Good.
Not to say that there aren't other externalities that are going to be coming up.
Like
obviously
tariffs.
The tariffs.
What's your read on that?
If we just look at, say, the financial market, say behavioral, finance and consumer sentiment, people want certainty, so they can make decisions that are somewhat calculated. And I think the tariffs have brought a lot of uncertainty.